Pesachim, Perek Tes, Mishna Vav. In order to understand this Mishnah, I'll give a brief introduction. The concept of Temura is as follows. If an animal has been designated as a korban, you're not allowed to say, I want to transfer the Kedusha of that animal onto another animal. Doing so would be called Temura. The halacha is, if one did so, then both animals are holy. So Amar Rabbi Yeshua said, Shamati, I heard, Shetmura Sapesach, that if you had an animal designated as a Korban Pesach, and then you transferred the Kedusha onto another animal, you did Temura, Kareva. So the Temura, the second animal, can be brought as a Korban Shlamim after Pesach. Utmura Sapesach Eina Kreva. I also heard that sometimes this animal, this Temura, the animal that received Kedusha from the transfer from the Korban Pesach onto another animal, even though the first animal retains its Kedusha. So I heard that the second animal sometimes, Eina Kreva, cannot be offered as a Korban Shlamim after Pesach, but rather you have to wait until it gets a blemish, you sell it, and you use the money to buy a Korban Shlamim. Ve'eni lefarish, but I can't explain it. I don't remember what the two circumstances are. Amar Rabbi Akiva said, Ani afarish, I'll explain it. Ha-Pesach, a Korban Pesach. Let's say someone designated a lamb as a Korban Pesach, and he lost the lamb. So now he designated another lamb to take its place. So you have two lambs that are designated to be a Korban Pesach, one with you and one that's lost. So Ha-Pesach Shenimtza, the lamb that was discovered, it was found, Kodem Shchitzas Ha-Pesach, before you slaughtered the other lamb for a Korban Pesach, Yireh, it has to graze, Ad Shiyistav, until it gets a blemish. V'yimacher, and then it's sold. V'yikach bedamav, and you buy with its money shlamim, a Korban shlamim. V'chein temuraso, the same would apply if the animal that you found, you did temura on it. You transferred its kedusha to another animal. That second animal would also have to graze until it gets a blemish. You'd sell it, and with the money you'd buy a shlamim. The reason for this is because since the animal was found before you shechted the Korban Pesach, so theoretically either one of these two animals could have been shechted as the Korban Pesach. So the one that you did shecht, it's like you were doch et biyadayim, you pushed it up proactively. That makes it unfit to be brought as a korban. You have to wait till it gets a blemish. However, achar shchitas ha-Pesach, if you only found the lost lamb after you shechted the replacement Korban Pesach, Karev Shlamim, then you can bring the second lamb, the one that you found, as a Korban Shlamim after Pesach. V'chein Temura, so the same thing would apply if you did Temura with that animal. The reason for that is because since it wasn't found at the time that you shechted the Korban Pesach, it was never fit to be brought at the time of the Shechita. It wasn't pushed off, and therefore it's still valid as a korban.